Hello everybody, this is Satisfair and welcome to this third episode of Forge modding tutorials with me. Last time we set up the main class, which is here, the reference class here, and the mcmod.info file, right here. And I said in the earlier video that I'm going to fix this file, but all I did to fix it was to get rid of the spaces before those here and just make it so that it is two spaces here instead of three as it was. And that fixed it. Okay, so now today we are going to make a item, and I like to do it in a way where I have a separate class that deals with all the items and then sends it into the main class to put it into the mod. So we are going to do that by have the mod items. This is a class that we will make real soon, .init, and nothing inside there, and that's what we're gonna have here. We don't need anything else here, so we're just gonna hover over this, click on create class. We're gonna put it into a package called items. No, item actually. I will only call it item, not items. And inside here we add a method. We call it public static void init, and that's it. Now you won't have any errors here because we made a method called init in the mod items, and this is getting the mod items because it imports it right here. So yeah, and it has to be static or else it won't work. If we get rid of this and save, you see we get an error because it isn't getting it because we don't have an object in it or something like that. But well, so if you save that, we don't get any errors. Now to actually creating the item, what we need for the item is we need an object. We need to set the object to a class, and we need to give it a name and give it a texture. Now there's a new way of getting texture to it in the latest Forge releases, so I will use that method because I like it better. Okay, so we add in public static item and call it, I'm going to call it amethyst actually, amethyst gem even, and import the net.minecraft.item.item, not anyone else. The reason why I call it gem is because I don't need a gem. I'll just keep it as amethyst. Now we're gonna set it so that the amethyst, I spell that right, yeah, equals a new item amethyst. No, actually item gem, because I want it to be for all the gems. And I want it to be we have to get a few parameters here. Actually, only one, I do think, which is the ID. We are going to change the ID later because we want to make a config file as well. But for now, we're just gonna keep it to 2500 because that is a good number. And we're gonna have set unlocalized name, and I'm just gonna set it to amethyst. This will be the name of the texture. Okay, so we are done with that, and now we're gonna have language registry dot add name, and we're gonna set a name for the amethyst object, and we're gonna set the name to a string, and we're gonna call it amethyst. And like so, we are done in the mod items class. Now we are getting an error here because we don't have a class called item gem. So we're just going to hover over that, create class item gem, and we're gonna have it in this package, and we're gonna hit finish, and this is going to extend item. So if you do that, we need a constructor, and we just gonna have it with this, but just gonna change that to ID. Now that's basically it. That's what you need. Oh yeah, this can't be that, it has to be a string, sorry. And you won't have any errors as of how the textures work now. You don't need any method for the texture either. So this is basically what you need. Now we do still need a way of getting the textures. Well, not a way to getting these textures, but we need it to put in the textures. So what we are going to do is we're going to right click resources here. We're going to hit new package, and we're going to call it textures dot items, and click finish. And that's all we need to do there. Now I'm going to open my picture here where I have my amethyst.png made already. I'm not a good artist, so I just, what am I saying? I'm not a designer of any sort, so I just made well, I didn't make it, I took the emerald texture and made it purple. So we go into our development, source, tutorials, resources, textures, items, and we just copy that and drag it into the items folder that we just created in Eclipse. And then we just update. You need to update each time you add a texture. If not, it doesn't get the texture. So just do that all the time. And in fact, that's all we need to do. So now if we run this, we shouldn't get any errors. As you can see, it gets all the textures. So that's fine, that's good. And now if we open a world, no, actually, there's one thing we need to do inside here, and that is set creative tab. Creative tabs dot tab, and let's put it in tab materials. And now we're all set. So if I do this now, because earlier when we didn't set the creative tab, we had no way to get it. So now this time we will have a way to get it, but only in creative mode. Yeah, so wait for the world to work, and if you now go to the materials tab and scroll down, here you see my amethyst, and it has its texture It works properly. It looks gorgeous, if I can say so myself. Not really. It looks okay, I guess. But yeah, so that's how to make a mod in no, that's how to make an item in Forge at the moment. I hope you liked the video. Please leave a like if you did, and I see you guys in the next video. Bye.